Reinforcement available.
Well, hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that is not the button that I meant to pitch. You know, that's the worst part about this game, is that I can't use WASD to actually move around the map. I have to awkwardly position my left hand over the arrow keys. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. I mean, I was just like, okay, well, no, never mind. There's no easier way to do it. All right, not one that I'm aware of. Hello, once again. So, you remember when I was all like, hey guys, yeah, I'm totally gonna do some playing behind the scenes. It's gonna be really awesome. I'm gonna go and do like a whole bunch of important or not important stuff and really make some progress while nobody's watching. That didn't happen. It's not because I didn't want to, it's just I didn't want to. Yeah, I really don't have an excuse for that one. I've just been kind of busy, and, you know, I was playing other stuff, most notably Sunless Sea. Good lord, that's a lot of ships. Or a lot of heroes, I mean. Ugh. Ugh. I'm kind of torn here. I don't know whether... I could probably knock out Yaga pretty quick. I wish I could see what structures they had built. Maybe I need a probe.
Constructing unit.
Yeah. I'll build some ground stuff here as well.
Constructing.
That
Building
going
under
for
construction.
me, and I'm out of money again. Okay, perfect. Wow, that built really quick. No! Ah, they're doing exactly what I was hoping they wouldn't do. They're just gonna bounce around from intersection to intersection, knocking out all my fleets. Jerks. I've only got 2 ships. Crepola!
Tactical battle.
Ah! Bothawi. What? That's the wrong planet! Alright, well, did they split up their force? No, still just the one guy. Level 1 space station with nothing in orbit? Oh boy! Nothing on the ground either! Oh, this is just great. Okay, we'll auto-resolve that. Maybe I'll take somebody out. Nope, never mind. All right.
Reporting.
Okay, let's get my big fleet in here. I can't afford to let them just kind of, you know, sweep their way through here unopposed. Ah! All right, what do they bring? Looks like the biggest thing they have is that battle dragon, and then they've got. Are these capital ships or is this a smaller one? That's a frigate. Okay. They've got a Corellian battlecruiser as well. I may play this one wisely. I may actually win this. Oh, these little battles. I don't know. I think this one should be pretty interesting to watch. I may cut this out. You know what? No, I'm not going to cut it out. And you know why? Because I have a fun story. Yes, something happened in my life. Something that's worth sharing. Where are my ships? Why are they up here? The heck, guys? Come on, get back there. I'll make sure to turn them around, too, because you guys really let me have it over that one.
Send a fleet to investigate.
Okay, so, recently, I think a few of you know, I work at a wholesale, I guess, retailer. You may or may not have Costco where you live, but that's where I work. And just recently, I had to go through the training to be certified to work out at the gas station. Right? Now, you'd think, you know, like, a lot of that is common sense, and that's basically true. You know, there's very few exceptions, like, you know, where the emergency shutoff is, and just how everything works. If there's a gas spill, how you clean it up, what happens when you need to, like, refill all the big tanks and stuff. It was pretty interesting. It was a pretty enlightening experience, but by far, the star of the show was the program that I was using to be taught how to do all this stuff.
For the Empire.
Now, you know, they could have just, and I definitely gotta give them props for trying here, but they could have just kind of made it a boring little thing, like, not really, you know, like, put a whole lot of effort into it, but I really have to hand it to them that they tried really hard. So immediately, as soon as I click onto the thing, like not even a second after I click the go button, this crazy, intense techno music starts up. So I mean, it's like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna sit here. I get to sit down for a little bit. I'm getting paid to sit in front of a computer for a little while, which is pretty cool, I guess. And you know, I'm gonna hang out and learn how to do the gas station. Let's just click this button. Oh my God, what's happening? So, you know, not only does that start up, but then it immediately stops. I mean, not even like a slow fade. It was a hard cut right in the middle of the music. And this big box slowly fades on screen with some dude, I guess. I don't even, they never really said his name. He's some kind of Costco executive, I guess. I don't know what his job was, but he was teaching me about, like, how all the customer service and stuff works, and, like, proper procedure and all that stuff that you basically have executives do in training videos and all that. And, you know, he goes away, and then this little cartoony-looking dude holding, like, a gas pump nozzle pops up. And, you know, he introduces himself, and he's like, "Hi, my name is Fast Fuelin' Phil." And immediately, you know, that is cringeworthy right there. That just, I put my head in my hands and just went, ugh, because this thing is supposed to take an hour. And if the entire thing is gonna be like this, may or may not be worth it. So, you know, Fast Fuelin' Phil was introduced. He started teaching me a little bit about everything. Let me actually pull out my notes here. I took notes on this during the whole thing because I knew that this would make an interesting story the whole time. Okay, so, you know, they teach you, like, some really, really stupid, redundant stuff, things that you basically already know, like, you know, how to operate a gas pump. Seriously, at this point, who does not know how to use a gas pump? Unless you, like, don't have a car. If you've never used a gas pump in your life, first of all, I envy you, because paying for gas is, like, not my favorite thing to do. This guy's pretty... Okay, I think we're okay. You know, paying for gas really sucks, but they actively walked me through, like, the process of paying for gas. And, you know, I've been paying for gas at this place for, like, almost a year now, because the gas there is, like, really cheap. So, I don't know what they think that they're going to be teaching me, but, you know, I guess I learned something. Who knows? Oh, God, they've got even more bombers. Oh, there's no way I can win. I was hoping that they'd stagger their fleet. They take out the shield generator? I bet you they did. And they totally did. Jerks.
All combat personnel standing by.
Let's see. Fighters.
Changing course to intercept.
Take out those bombers, and then maybe bombers. Let's see if we can have them knock out a turbo laser cannon. That'll be really dangerous. You need to move up a little bit. Get some firepower.
Awaiting orders. Acquiring target.
Let's see if I can have my TIE fighters take the brunt of the attack here.
By. All fighters attack.
Roger that.
Oh, man, that was sexy.
Space station under attack.
Fire for maximum effect. Roger that.
Come on. Oh, I totally just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. Move on to that guy. Knock out those shields. We may stand a chance if we take out those shields. Let's see, he's still got half that. Fighters, keep focusing on those bombers.
Reinforcements
Awaiting
en route.
orders.
You! Come on! Get in the fight! Halo 3, finish the fight!
What is our next move? Targeting. Reporting.
Oh,
All
perfect.
combat personnel standing by. Yes, sir.
You guys, take out that Haven Battle Dragon, actually. That'll be really useful.
Our shields have been disabled.
Fighters. I want my fighters. Not just one, I want them all. Oh, hey, we can talk about E3 this year. So, I mean, some of you are probably watching this from the future, which is actually pretty cool, I guess. And some of you may even have the games that I'm going to be talking about here. But I am super duper stoked for a bunch of games that are coming out now. For example, probably most notably Fallout 3. I cannot wait. Like, I don't think you understand the amount of hype. Like, my cousin and I don't really get to talk to him a whole lot anymore. It's mostly just off of, like, Facebook now, but my cousin probably put it best when he said he is just this weird machine that just kind of subsists off of hype alone, especially around this time. He's actually in the game development industry, so, you know, it makes sense for him to be, like, really plugged into that sort of thing, but, you know, I can't wait, basically. Fallout 4, I'm a huge fan of the Fallout franchise in particular, and I really can't wait for, like, a lot of the updates that they're bringing. You know, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are really kind of starting to show their age a little bit. It really pains me to say so, but it's totally the case. Oh man, they've still got those stupid missile frigates back there. It really pains me to say it. I love the game to death, and I think, you know, it's still got a lot of merit. It's still a very good game. Fallout 3 in particular, I love that one. Wasn't a huge fan of New Vegas, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's starting to show its age.
What is our next move?
Come
They
on.
don't stand a chance.
I need you to turn and face the enemy.
All combat personnel standing by.
It's starting to show its age a little bit, which is a little disappointing, you know, and I think it was running off of the engine that they used to make Oblivion, which is a very old game at this point. That was like, I think that may have been, no, that was like Call of Duty 2 or 3 was the first game that I played on an Xbox 360, but Oblivion was definitely a close second, and I had an unhealthy obsession with that game for the longest time. I mean, to the point where I would invite my friend over, I'd be like, hey man, let's hang out, it'll be fun, we'll do all sorts of, like, really cool stuff, and he didn't realize that really cool stuff involved me playing Oblivion and him sitting there and watching and being really bored. Poor guy. You know, I was just thinking about him the other day, I was wondering why we weren't friends anymore. Oh, that makes me sound like such an asshole, I'm sorry.
Targeting the laser
I was
systems.
young, I didn't understand. Anyways, back to Fast Fuel and Phil teaching me about all that. So every time, you know, at the end of each little section, they ask you a series of questions, right? And you know, they're not like terribly hard to answer. They're actually all pretty easy. A lot of it was, you know, just going over the things that they had just taught me. But what really got me is every time, and I've never felt in my life like I was being, I don't even know the word, like talked down to, I guess, as much as I was at this point. Because every time I answered the question correctly, it gave me a freaking slow clap.
Cruiser reporting.
Like, it was like, oh, good job, I guess. You did acceptably.
Reporting.
Can I actually see their ground structures? They don't have planet or space defenses. Excellent, excellent. And they've only got like one ship in orbit. Oh man,
Reporting.
that's not going to take a big fleet at all. I just need a fleet. Oh man. It would be really nice if I had one that I could just sort of move over. See, I just stopped their offensive on intersection 1. I could probably combine these fleets and then go after Yaga, although they've got a bunch of hero units around here now. Yeah, there's Luke. He's dangerous. He's over here. Do I not get to see him? Oh,
Construction
it's
complete.
because ground bases are invisible. That'd be why. What, oh, hey, that's not a bad fleet. Those are Star Destroyer 2s, I think. I'm about to get an interdictor as well. Yeah, those are
Awaiting
2s.
your command.
Oh gosh, these things build really slowly. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's over here. That's right. Oh, snap! You left Akmar by himself! Oh, it's clobbering time. Oh, boy. Oh, man. No, again, I keep getting distracted, I'm sorry. Back to the slow clap. How insulting is that? Like, every time I get an answer right, it wasn't even just like, you know, one of those stock sound effect claps. It was just like...
This pitiful force is preventing our assault on this system. Dispatch them so that we can secure orbit
You could
for the
practically
Empire.
hear the sarcasm and condescending voice. Let's see. Maybe I can get some of these smaller ships.
Reporting.
Frigate reporting. Nebulon B frigate here.
I really don't want to lose these guys. I don't want to send them in completely unprepared. Let's have fighters going first then.
I copy, Bravo leader. Star bomber copies.
There we go.
We've located the enemy.
Let's run this gauntlet.
Yeah, let's do it. I like your attitude,
Ready to update orders.
lady.
Vectoring now.
Can I not add him to the group? No? Okay. Alright, whatever. Fine. Didn't want him anyways. Jeez. Get out of my club. No girls allowed.
Proton bombs in the chute.
Here we go. That is not a lot of fighters. Significantly less fighters than I was thinking. Well, they actually made a dent in his shields. Way to go, guys. Does he have... No, this one doesn't have a... what's it called? Shield generators. That's that thing. Yeah, I was like... what's that thing that generates the shields? So, this is a bit of an odd question, and I guess this is kind of out of the blue, but I'd like to know what you guys would like to see in the way of, like, improving this channel, I guess. I know I haven't been as active recently as I would like to be,
Star Destroyer reporting in.
you know, I really...
Moving to coordinates.
I'd love to get back to, like, 5 a week uploads. I think that's kind of the end goal here.
Attack. Reporting.
And, you know, one day, I think it'd be really nice to be able to get back to that. I was hoping that I could just do that sort of at the start of the summer, but I don't think that's going to be the case. My house has been a little
Another attack.
occupied, I guess. It's been very busy and hard to find time to record. And then with work and everything, they've got me practically working full-time on a part-time schedule because they like me. So, you know, I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say about what I can do to improve the viewing experience, I guess. I've noticed I try to add a little bit of versatility, so it's not just like pumping out tons of Star Wars videos. I know this is definitely by far my most popular series, and, you know, that's cool, I understand that. A lot of you probably don't really watch for me so much as the game, and that's cool too, I totally get it. But I would be interested in seeing what you guys want to see, I guess. I know I've built up kind of an audience centered around, like, strategy games, in particular, like, big space strategy games and stuff. I try to diversify a little bit. Like, just the other day, I think I put out a video that was, like, why you should be playing Darkest Dungeon, because it is a fantastic game. One that I really, really do love. Didn't really get a whole lot of views on it. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I'd be interested. I don't know. I guess I just want to know what you guys are looking for. Like, hear it from you what you would like to see and what you think would be a popular series. I know viewership has dropped a little bit, probably just because I'm kind of... No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Kill his engines! Kill his engines! Come on, come on, come on! Take him out! Take him out! Don't let him get away! Ah! Akbar! Did I get him? Yes, I got him. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what you guys want to see. You know, just let me know. Just drop a comment. Really, it's not like a big deal. I know a lot of you guys don't really like to comment on my videos, and I can understand that. I can get behind that, I guess. But I think it's very useful and quite important to me to be able to figure out exactly what it is that you're looking for, so I can get a better idea. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, they're just building up force there. Surprise!
Tactical battle.
Oh, looks like I caught a whole bunch of your ground forces in orbit. Were you planning an assault on Bothawi? Oh, poor rebellion. Poor baby rebels. Well, let's show them what they're going to be missing out on. Space battles are obviously way cooler than ground battles, so, you know, we're doing them a favor here, really. They don't even know it yet, but all those little ground guys that have yet to experience the majesty of the space battles in this game, they're about to have their minds blown. Quite literally. Wow, that was real. That was a really dark joke. Oh, I love it. Oh, dark humor. So yeah, just, you know, let me know
There they are.
what you guys would be
Black
interested in seeing. I like to try and play some more obscure games, just because they're kind of cheap. Like, one of my favorites that I've played on this channel so far was The Fall. And those of you that were with me from the very beginning will probably remember that one.
Order confirmed.
It's very amateur, so, I mean, not that this isn't amateur, but, you know, it was more amateur than this is. So, if that sort of thing bothers you, then I do not recommend going to watch it, because it is pretty hardcore me figuring out how this whole thing works. Pardon me. But, you know, it was fun. It was a really cool game. I'm a sucker for games with really awesome atmosphere. Or like a really, really cool art style. I can totally get behind that. For example, I've been playing a game just recently called Sunless Sea.
Yes, Commander.
Probably a few of you have played it, but that game is so awesome. Oh, I love it. It's very, like... I guess the premise of the game is that Victorian-style England was swallowed up beneath the earth into this gigantic cavern underground that is so big it has an entire sea underground. So, like, the whole premise of the game is that you're like a steamboat captain that's sort of down there and like exploring all this stuff, and it's got like a lot of really cool, almost superstition to it, like a lot of like sailor lore and superstition. Everything is very
Engines activated.
kind of not necessarily grimdark, but like eldritch and weird and kind of like awkward, or not awkward, but like off just a little bit.
Full speed.
I sailed through this area earlier that was like this hunger, or the Hungering Straits or something like that, and there's these huge like stone faces underwater that are just kind of like writhing in pain, and it's really unsettling. It's really freaky, and it makes you not want to sail over them, but they don't do anything. They just sit there and look up at you, and it's really, really freaky and off-putting, but really cool at the same time, you know? It's like, I love all the flavor in the game. What the heck are these things? Are these, like, life pods or something? Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, can I pause? Can I get a look at these things? It's Alliance shuttle. Oh, weird. Let's see, they've got bombers out there. Frigates! Oh, I don't have any smaller support ships. That's alright.
Ready for orders.
Go get them.
Bombs deployed.
Have at them.
Orders, sir.
Yeah, they're totally coming after these guys. They're good against fighters, is that right? Oh. Interesting. Let's pick off the one in the back. Even if I lose these guys, it's okay, because they're all garrison units. Oh, I love these early, like, Rebel space stations. I think that's just, like, the coolest thing. And a couple of you explained why, and that it is very reminiscent of them being, you know, like, just kind of getting started, just getting their feet on the ground, pretty much. They're not really established just yet, and they're trying to, like, set everything up. I think that's really cool, that it is just kind of like floating junk. And if you really think about it, that's all that a space station really needs to be. As long as you can, like, you know, localize everything in one place and then keep it all in the same orbit, you know, so that it's not, like, flying apart. It's really all there is to it, I guess. And if you really think about it, a lot of the space stations in these games aren't thought out very well. I mean, ideally, a space station would be relatively flat, I guess, so you could make use of, like, one spinning axis, I guess, to sort of generate some gravity. And then, I guess, from there, you know, you could I totally lost my train of thought. Defensively speaking, if you had guns on the top and bottom, they could, in theory, depending on how flat the space station was, hit just about any target that you were aiming at. Yeah, it has been.
Under construction.
Planetary control is what I do. Empire, I'll say. Kind of hoping they don't build another bigger, better space station there. Anyways, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I know it looks like a lot of progress hasn't been made in this episode, but trust me, it has. We're on the way to bigger and better things. I'm going to capture Yaga, and then immediately after that, I'm going to start fortifying the area and move on. I think there was another planet that's capable of building capital ships. I want to knock those out first, because I think space superiority is going to be the way that I win this one. Let me move this guy out of the way, too.
Shuttle en route.
Yeah, space superiority is probably going to be the way that I'm going to win this campaign. As soon as I get the space superiority, I'm going to cruise around and start taking out their high-profit targets, the ones that are gaining them a lot of money. From there, that should significantly weaken their ground defense, because they won't be able to pay for everything. And then I'll start moving on there. I think ground offense and defense are probably one of my weakest aspects in this game. It's probably also one of the most important. I tend to focus on the space stuff. Do they have snow speeders in space? Okay, not advisable. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'll see you next time, and we'll see what's up with the snow speeders.